Hey guys, I'm Masquerade Chick, and today I'm going to be talking about the Readathon Diaries. Today I'm going to be announcing I am co-hosting the Readathon Diaries. So the Readathon Diaries is inspired by the Vampire Diaries, and it's going to be taking place through the entire month of June. So there's going to be 3 teams of 3 different species. It's going to be vampire, witch, and werewolf. There's going to be a bit of a friendly competition between all the teams in terms of the number of pages read by the end of the month. And there's going to be a Google Doc for you to fill in the number of pages you've read. So like I said, there's going to be 3 teams, 3 different species, and I, of course, picked Team Vampire because, not to be biased or anything, but vampires, come on, they're the best. You know. And my fellow co-host in my team is Tiffy from Tiffy E and Lisa from Moon of Pages. And on Team Witch, it's Kira, Brooke, and Bia. On Team Werewolf, it's Desiree, Faith, and Erin. And here are the Team Werewolf prompts, and here are the Team Witch prompts. And we do have a Twitter and Instagram. I'll link those down below. And I will also be linking all of my co-host YouTube channels if you'd like to check them out. Alright, for Team Vampire are the following prompts. And now I'll be discussing my TBR for Team Vampire. First prompt is Salvatore, and that is read a book featuring vampires. So I'm going to be reading Crave. So Crave is about this girl. She goes to this academy. Honestly, the description is a bit vague, but it sounds like at least a couple of the students there are vampires, specifically Jackson. And he is not really an Edward Cullen, but in the sense of like being the closed off guy, kind of the bad boy, and things, get pretty complicated. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of drama, but it should be very fun. I've heard good reviews about this. Next prompt is Daylight Ring, and that is read a book when the sun is out. And I picked Again But Better. My first experience with BookTube definitely was Christine. So I'm very excited to read her book. I've heard bad reviews though, so hopefully I enjoy it. Because there's plenty of times where a lot of people like something and I don't, and there's plenty of times where a lot of people hate something and I like it, so hopefully it's enjoyable. Like, legit, it's kind of crazy. Just a year ago I met her and, I got this book signed, so, it's kind of wild how times change so fast. If you don't know about this book, basically Shane, she's messed up doing college, and she does things again but better. And so she goes to study abroad in Europe. And things start happening. I don't know everything about it. I've heard some interesting things going on in this book, so hopefully it's a good time. Next prompt is Damon, and that is read a book with a snarky character. So I picked The Cruel Prince. Unless I'm wrong, Jude is a pretty sassy character, so I look forward to reading this. I do have the whole series, but I still haven't read it. So I'm really hoping I enjoy it because I've heard so many good things about this book, so I'm really hoping it's good. The description is kind of vague, so I don't know enough about this to really know all that much about what it's about, but I'm excited to read about Jude. Isn't she like half fae, half human or something like that? Her parents are killed by her birth father, Maddox, and then they go to wherever the fae go. Now she wants to be one of them, and she has to deal with the whole thing with Prince Carden. And of course, I'm very excited about that because I know it's enemies to lovers, and that's like my favorite trope, so yes. I'm ready for it. Next up is Vervain, and that's pick a book outside of your comfort zone. And so I picked Girl, Serpent, Thorn. And so the reason this book is outside my comfort zone is it is a fantasy book, and for the longest time, it's just, I can't really get into fantasy. I mean, I hope it'll be a fun time. It sounds like a very interesting concept, but yeah, most of the time just fantasy really isn't for me. So Soraya, that's the main character. She's a princess and she's a monster, and she's cursed to be poisonous to the touch. She's basically Rapunzel in the sense that she's just been ostracized from everyone and she's just stuck on her own. Yeah, technically you could say that's Elsa. And so then her twin brother's wedding approaches, and Soraya has to decide if she's going to be out of the shadows for the first time. And so she has two choices. One, in the dungeon there's a demon that could hold the answer to her freedom. Option two is a young man who isn't afraid of her, and it seems like there's going to be some romance between them. I certainly hope so. And so things start happening, and so she's going to have to figure out if she is a monster or a princess, a human, or a demon. It sounds pretty interesting. I'm really hoping it's a good time. Next up is Sirelands, and that is read a book with a romantic relationship. So I picked The Betrothed. I'm not too sure about this book. I mean, I had to get it because I'm intrigued, but I'm a little concerned because the way the premise sounds, it sounds like a carbon copy of The Selection. And I guess that's not hard to believe. It is by Kira Cass, but like, I'm really hoping it's more than that. But yeah, basically, Hollis, the main character, King Jameson, has decided, yes, this girl is the one for me, and so she is betrothed. But then it turns out she starts getting attached to this other guy, and it sounds like it's gonna be another love triangle. But hopefully it's a good time. I've heard bad things. I really haven't heard good things, but I'm hoping I like it. You know, it could be a really fun time. Next up is Mystic Falls, which is read the group book, The Awakening. And The Awakening is, of course, the first book of the Vampire Diaries. Now, I read this book about 4 years ago. I remember kind of feeling neutral about it. Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. So, I'm hoping I like it more this time. We'll see. I mean, I definitely enjoyed the show. I'm hoping I enjoy the book more this time rereading. And so that is it for my announcement and TBR of the Readathon Diaries. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, and you can also reach out to our Twitter or Instagram. I hope you guys decide to participate in the Readathon Diaries. See ya!